what a great pleasure to have you all here at Villa Firenze to celebrate the 2022 edition of the Urbino Award. Before we start, I wish to say a few words on the passing of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, which has deeply saddened all of us today. And I feel I want to say something. She has been the world's longest serving head of state, a beacon of strength and stability, a woman and a mother who marked an era. She accompanied the lives of all of us at the helm of a country which is a special friend to the US and to Italy, and where many Italians live, including my daughter, Claire, and her husband. And she called me today from London as soon as she heard the news, which was immediately because we all knew it right away. And she called me also because she felt sad, and she wanted to share this sadness with me, and she felt this sudden sense of an absence, and I think this is what we felt, all of us today. Queen Elizabeth made history with her life, and of course, life goes on. And here we are, and it's really a great pleasure for me to revive, after a few years of interruption, the wonderful tradition of the Urbino Award, which since 2006 symbolizes Italy's recognition of the excellence of American press, cementing its bond with our country through the untouched Renaissance jewel of Urbino. The philosophy and the spirit of the Urbino Award are ambitious and simple at the same time. More than 500 years ago, this small city in the heart of Italy was one of the cradles of the Renaissance. Its Palazzo Ducale hosted luminaries such as Baldassare Castiglione and Torquato Tasso, who contributed to the rebirth of Europe after the Middle Ages. Today, the same palace welcomes distinguished American journalists, witnesses, and storytellers. It's a tribute to American press and recognition of professional journalism, so essential today when good, reliable, and high-quality information face growing challenges and threats. Before leaving the floor to the Secretary General of the award, who will tell us more about the story of it, allow me to greet the Mayor of Urbino and the Mayor of Fossombrone, who arrived from Italy to join us tonight. And I also wish to thank the friends who made this possible. The award's president, Giovanni Lani, the driving force of the organization, and the award Secretary General, Gabriele Cavalera. The main sponsors of this edition, the Italian think tank Centro Studi Americani, Center for American Studies, here represented by Paolo Messa, and the Italian pocket innovative multinational Loccioni, based not far from Urbino and very active in the US, represented here by Egidio Vitelli, also a sponsor of this edition. Last but not least, certainly, I want to thank my dear friend Maria Latella, one of the best Italian journalists and political commentator, and I believe really a stellar example of how information can be still fair, honest, and gracious. And for these two, Maria was awarded in 2019 a special award, the America Award of the Italy-US Foundation. Finally, I want to thank all the friends here in the room, and of course all the friends from the press and information world in this room, the American friends, and really to thank you for what you do every day. I think you have one of the most difficult profession these days to do. Is really a big responsibility to inform in the right way, And it's not easy, very frankly. Coming back to the US after a few years and comparing my experience at the beginning of the 90s or at the beginning of 2000, there is a difference, and it's much more difficult to really get the information as such, the story, the chronicle, what happens and why it happened, and not the biased way of relating the story. So I want to thank you for that.